Blade Fury. Can't get away from that.
I think
Only
TNC is
10
assuming this
seconds.
next to be the off lane, which it might be.
But that means that
5
Omni-Knight is
seconds. Hurry,
a support.
hurry.
support.
I think Nyx is the better 5 than the Omni is. But
I would agree with that.
because I feel like Omni Knight is much more farm dependent and level dependent. And we haven't seen Juggernaut in a long while.
No, not at all this week. All right. Let's see what
Dials
they have
ban.
for us. The fourth pick.
Storm Spirit.
All right, they got a pick to prepare for this. But we do have another Abed Storm
Radiance.
with an
ban.
Omni-Knight in the pool.
Yep.
Which is extra strong.
Just TNC has to pick something that can punish this hero right now.
What punishes this hero?
Mid during laning phase, things like there are a lot of heroes actually.
10
Storm's
seconds
weakest
to pick.
stage is that laning period 1
Yeah.
to 5 where he doesn't have his ult. Things like
5
Quick Pain, which is
seconds
banned
remain.
out. Puck. Ember.
The thing is, a lot of these counters kind of go
No,
away
not
during the
Ember.
mid game once he repels on it. I guess you still have the Bat Rider.
Death
But-
Prophet does well against him in lane. And most of all, he's just susceptible to Earth Spirit ganks.
Yeah.
So you want to pair him with something that has kill potential.
The thing is, Nyx is so good against pretty much everything you said, right? Nyx is great against the Emperor Spirit.
Yeah, forget. I don't know why I said Ember. I think I was just looking at Ember on the
On the-
on the thing. Yeah. But Puck, Death Prophet,
TA does lane well against Storm, but I don't think that's the hero you're looking for.
The hero.
Team pick.
Puck unfortunately is banned out.
Oh, they banned out the anti-mage. They're expecting Juggernaut to be middle.
Well, they just don't. Yeah, Juggernaut can go mid, and TNC was actually the originator of the mid Juggernaut back in, I don't know, like 1.5 years, 2 years ago.
and Juggernaut would have kill potential with the Earth Spirit.
Yeah, they just don't
10
want
seconds
to
to
have mono.
5 seconds.
Hurry,
Hurry,
hurry.
hurry.
Oh, anti-mage would have been amazing. So Medusa last pick does look slightly greedy, but then again, they also have an offlane that is not greedy at all. Be that Omni-Knight or Nyx Assassin.
It's kind of greedy, just because
Only
both those
10
heroes need a lot of
seconds.
levels. Omni Knight sort of wants to stay in his lane for a while.
But they
5
need
seconds.
levels, not
Hurry,
gold. That
hurry.
helps, right?
Can you Invoker against this?
It's Larky.
Oh.
Time it
I'm
all.
finally seeing Miss Clark.
God!
You said it would happen, Charlie.
I called it. I thought it would be the other way around, though.
But you called it. You called it like hours ago that this would be the last pick of the last game.
All right.
Is it a good start
Mid?
game?
No, I don't think this is a good Slark game.
Oh. But I am going to ask you who you think is going to win this first game.
I don't.
The third game. Sorry,
I mean,
third game.
does it matter what we say? Because on this series,
Who are you going to jinx?
I'm jinxing Fnatic. I think this is a pretty good Storm game, actually. I don't
so you're going with the Storm.
Yeah, I
Going
don't
with
say that.
Fnatic.
I don't say that very often. The one downside to Fnatic's draft is they're kind of greedy with their cores.
Mm-hmm.
They have two cores that aren't. They're just not going to do anything for a very long time.
Lumi, what do you think? It's going to go fast.
I don't want to bet against my boy Jackie, but TNC's gonna just run at them. I feel like this mid Juggernaut's gonna bring the heat, and they're gonna be able to push with healing ward.
Look at
as well as, Warlock heals.
My panel is split. Who am I to get in between that? So we'll leave it at that. Let's find out who is going to the major. Just 2 weeks. Over to our casters.
Thank you very much, Steve. Yes, the final game at the final match of the day as we find out who will succeed
everyone ready?
and who will head over to Sweden. Fnatic versus TNC. Game 3. Amadi Pixel will be joined by Fogged. And we have a Slark, a hero.
We've been
We've
mentioning
not seen in any region in DreamLeague, have we? We've not seen
No.
it in any of the DreamLeague games.
We've been talking about this hero like every day because we've been seeing a lot of people practicing with it. After Ame had the showing of the Battle Fury Slark, I saw Envy spamming it nonstop. Didn't have a great win rate with it, but he was spamming it nonetheless. We're in for a treat, Owen.
I mean, is it a good game for Slark?
It does look like a pretty solid game if they can snowball, and they do have the lineup for it. They have Sam H on Batrider. But like I said, I think this is his best hero.
Yep.
They have Kuku, the originator of the mid juggernaut. Well, one of the originators of the mid juggernaut. Who, I mean, I think TNC was one of the first teams to actually play and use that aggression.
30 seconds
And
until
we'll see. We'll see if it's able to work out for them. Will we have pieliedie, the only Swede left?
This is true.
Will he make it
Only-
to Sweden
Only Swede
with a
back.
major? This will be the decider.
I mean, I think that probably is a big thing for Pi. I'm sure he'd love to come back to Sweden for a LAN.
Of
I
course.
bet he would.
Yeah, that'd
He
be
is
hype.
going to play his socks off for this.
Yeah.
Not that the rest won't, but definitely sort of a little special attachment there for Pi this game.
Can
God, I
TNC
really
close
hope
the
this
game
match ends up being
for
of any
the
cosmic
Storm and
significance.
Medusa?
Stupendous!
Oh boy.
We will see. Fnatic, I think they have a very good win rate. I'm pretty sure on the Omni Knight too. Ohaiyo has been playing it very nicely. This hero also has been just popping up all over the place. Oh, look at that, as I say it. Thank you. Nox read my mind. Honestly, thank you, Nox. 5-0 in this 7.07 pack. He did get slight nerfs. He lost 2 int at the start of the game, as well as his degen aura lost some AoE. Had some slight nerfs coming out, but either way, the nature of the Omni Knight still is about the same after that laning phase. He does get his Arcane boots up, he does get the Soul Ring, or he does get the phase boots into the Soul Ring.
Oh, look at this
Ohaiyo
block as well. They're able to get with the Tusk. That's very nice.
Yeah.
See how Raven can do it. And I feel like this dual lane from TNC can get punished by this. Really, Warlock, can he really do too much about these two heroes?
He's a range hero. I think the biggest thing
Yeah.
I think the biggest thing is they will be able to get a lot of farm on Ohaiyo here and levels. And they can bully a little bit, but I think the most priority for TNC is shut down Abed with Storm and Earth Spirit. They do have kill potential if he steps up too far. It's going to be really important to keep the lane at an advantageous position for TNC. Kuku holds it at the high ground here, so that's exactly what he needs to do. They need to make Abed step down into that river and connect with Rolling Boulder and Ben.
Heading down.
The job of 1437 in this top lane is just to non-stop the spin. They connect, but unable to commit under the tower.
Decent chunk of damage nonetheless up top. Look at this aggression onto Raven. Goes for Ohaiyo and DJ just charging in. Playing around the fact that they have this lane. Wave shoved right in. Raven will get the jump for it. Gets the pounce. That's hitting. So Ohaiyo has already got that point, of course, in the essence shift. So that'll be very nice for this.
Yeah.
Saves the lane.
So they'll be able to put more pressure onto Raven than the Batrider is able to.
An exceptional
Yeah.
find.
A lot of the pressure on TNC is really what can Tims make happen around the map, because they don't want to take this game to the later stages. They need to close it out. Even though they have a Slark, they have to be able to run at Fnatic. Abed getting dove up here by Kuku.
That's a lot of damage from that blade here. We'll salve up. They'll still look for the roll in. Won't make the connection. Tims.
Makes it to the opposite high ground.
I was going to say, that's a nice little play, isn't it? Rolling from that angle. You either connect, you get to do a bit of action, or you miss, and you're more than safe.
Omni Knight farming better than Raven here. To be expected with this dual melee. So all up to 1437 just to pull, non-stop pull the lane back so they can at least get some better levels out of this top lane. Raven, you know, Slark is a hero that does catch up nicely though, with the Dark Pact being able to farm jungle so quickly. Mage never having mana bottom, both from the Mystic Snick as well as the mana burn from Nyx Assassin. Pretty obnoxious combo to lane verse.
Doing alright CS though compared to Medusa.
Yeah.
8 for 3, 7 for 1. You know, by no means is this a lane that Fnatic are strongly with.
Yeah, a bit surprising to actually see DJ's position, waiting for them to try to go on Abed here. Abed sitting at low mana. Not baiting them out. Really wants to make the commitment there.
It's a hard kick for Fnatic to make with those two.
Yeah. Forcing Kuku out of the wave now. For the time being, he's going to run right back in though. He does have spin available. Top, the pounce connects onto Ohaiyo. That's the shift stacks. No kill threat just yet.
Twice the strike.
I wonder what the build will be from this Slark, as you said, from the pub games that you've been seeing from the pros. You've been telling me Battle Fury has been touched upon.
It has been touched upon. I think this one's probably just still the Shadow Blade because they want to get aggressive as fast as possible. They don't want to play the farm game in this one whatsoever. They just want to go for a killer. Shadow Blade, treads, the standard. TNC. Struggle. We do have a slight gold lead, but as far as the last hits go, it is in Fnatic's hand for the time being. And Sam H, even though Bat Rider is one of his best heroes, he's playing versus Nyx Assassin, which makes it a lot tougher. And they have Omni Knight and Tusk, so those multiple saves coming out versus that lasso. Quite annoying. 1437, he stepped up too far. Rotation from DJ.
Yeah, they've
and
got
Ohaiyo.
with this Shah's Purification, not enough damage to get the kill though.
They don't have an Orb of Venom between either of their heroes, so they don't have that extra little slow for the chase down. I think would have maybe netted them the kill there.
Player getting left 2 behind in CS. It's only Sam H, Bat, 10, and everyone else on the 20 mark. The mid lane, a bit of a difference, of course, with Kuku. 29 for 10.
Pretty much every single Storm does this now. You get level 5, solidify getting your 6 pretty much by using first shrine and jungling a bit, and then go back to your lane. You can just safely escape with your ball lightning. Top again.
Raven. Gone up.
Doesn't have
They've already
available.
bounced. They do surround him. He's got the Shadow Word heal. Is it enough to keep him alive? They're trying to block him off. He pops the stick charges. Ohaiyo has to be a little careful himself.
He's got Mango in here.
Getting a little low, and even with that, onto 1437, not quite enough. They'll continue to chase. First blood actually ended up being down bottom, where Sam H got in, and 1 versus 2 gets the kill on the Nyx Assassin.
That is very surprising. I guess he just got in stickies and wasn't mana burn. He must have just healed and gone back.
Radiant's
to go for that one there.
fortified. Radiant's middle tower is taking
And not having an Orb of Venom between these two melee heroes top is really... I think they would have gotten at least 1 or 2 kills from that. That little bit of extra slow would have let them close the gap onto either the Slark or onto that Warlock here. Prioritizing having boots on DJ. Either way, they are still putting a ton of pressure onto that Slark, and Ohaiyo is free farming up here as an Omni.
And as you said, with Abed heading to the jungle, he's catching back up. Still the jug with the lead.
Absolutely.
Guess with regen win as well. But
Yeah.
Dream for Kuku. Up top, this time it's going to be successful. They get the kill onto 1437. Maypay was still alive. Raven thinking about it.
Kuku was trying to TP, but pieliedie was there and got the stun on him. Slash comes out, Pi walks into Ancients.
Oh, they do actually have the Ancients turning onto them. Abed, can he do anything to clean up? That's the question. Looking forward, getting the slow onto 2. These would be some 50 kills if he can find them, and he'll get Tim's at least.
middle tower is
So the
being
1-for-1
attacked.
support trade. Things starting relatively close between these two sides. No sort of clear loser off the back of these early lanes.
Just maybe the Slark from the pressure, but he's still farming easily, and he's got catch-up mechanics from
It's
the Dark Pack.
not too bad at all.
Yeah, it's to be expected versus dual, this like heavy, strong dual melee. TNC wants to be able to get a bit more though out of these lanes. Lineup. Sam H is now level 6. Hasn't skilled the lasso yet. He's saving the point to see, depending on what happens. Tims steals the bounty rune from Abed. Abed really wanted to fill his bottle up there, and Tims will be able to steal the DD as well. So Abed might have to just go
Double
home,
damage.
heal up. But he still does have clarities running. Maybe he'll jungle and go home.
Oh, and they get aggressive again. They get that kill onto 1437. A couple of times this has happened up top now.
Yeah, Tims not having the TPs available will help that top lane this time around.
Warlock's going to suffer every single time that those two heroes charge in on him.
Yeah, that's the beauty of the phase boot build from Ohio. I really do like that on the offlane, because you get chased down, especially versus a hero like Warlock, who's just pretty slow. Top. Down to the next. Tim's on his way up there as well. Ohio.
Okay. Trying to run.
Tim's does not connect.
They
the
should
roll.
get the... Oh, that's
Or
us.
the stun.
The snowball, that's going to save him.
Yep.
What a play from DJ. Taking Ohio away, and quite a few resources committed by TNC. They're trying to make that play happen. And it ends unsuccessfully.
Yeah, Tim's actually ends up missing all 3 spells there. But either way, the snowball was going to come in and more than likely save Ohio. EternaLEnVy's getting a much better start this time around.
Yeah.
Pretty much, he's mostly free farming, not complete free farm, but he's getting some decent last hits for solo lane Batrider. And now there is a level of Carapace on Pi, so it's a lot harder for Sam H to threaten this lane without any other hero rotating down. Tim's getting jumped. Abed using that fountain regen.
Oh, he's good. And that will be enough to save him. Gets himself away to the healing ward. Kuku leading in. It's up the Omni Slash, but there's still enough mana on Abed to keep himself safe. Make the jump with the Juggernaut.
They have some aggressive wards coming down from TNC here, so they are able to see the rotations
Dire's
coming out
top
from
tower is under siege.
Fnatic. Some double D warding coming out. DJ takes out one of their wards as 1437 takes out the other one near it. And Ohio has now officially bullied the Slark out of the lane with that level 7 at max purification. 300 pure damage. Pretty painful. Whenever Warlock leaves, there's no heal for Raven, so he's got to go resort to jungle for a bit. Dream camp for Abed, farming up those prowlers at the
Oh, they're so lovely as a start, aren't they?
Yeah.
Having that magic to go through those big old ancients. Nice and easily.
Raven.
He's got the pounce.
Yep.
He's still fine.
Radiant's middle tower
Scan comes
is
out,
being
catches
attacked.
Tim's rotation toward that mid lane, but TNC, they will be able to claim themselves their first tower. Great moves from TNC in all 3 games. They really have
Radiant's middle
prioritized just
tower
taking
is
buildings,
being attacked.
They have.
which is great.
Radiant's middle tower
Didn't
has
pay off in the
fallen.
last one, even
No,
though they
didn't.
got the early objectives. But nonetheless, certainly gives them a boost. And as we see, you know, this Jug, he is getting
Radiant's middle
bigger
tower
off
is
the back
being
of this.
attacked.
Yeah.
And there is going to be this point in the game where he can offer that bit more to the game than, say, EternaLEnVy's Juicer, which is going to need more time.
Yeah, definitely needing a lot more time, and that's to be expected.
Yeah.
I think TNC is really going to prioritize more this time, though, watching those Ancients. They tried to last time, but, you know, Abed went
Dire's
kind of out of
bottom
control, and they
tower is
couldn't do
being
much about it.
attacked.
I think this time they have much
Radiant's
better
middle
avenues
tower
to
is
get those
taking
wards up and
damage.
contest that one with their heavy amounts of teamfight and Batrider.
They still don't really have a great way of taking them. Up top, indeed. Double connect for Ravens out with Shadow Dance.
Yeah, they don't have great ways of taking them, but
No.
I think it's take fights around it. Because they do have an absolutely massive team fight lineup with the Warlock and the Earth Spirit once they get their level 6s. Definitely stronger than the side of Fnatic. Pretty much Omni Knight has to be there for Fnatic to be able to take fights, but we said it before, we said it last game, Storm and Medusa take time to be able to get on that aggressive portion. 1437 has hit level 6 on Warlock. Tim's almost there as well on Earth Spirit.
Yeah, Pine nearly getting level 6 as well on next Assassin. Vendetta will be very nice for sort of hunting the Slark during this jungle phase where Raven's going to be dark packing around. Very nice in trying to catch him. No.
And as we mentioned, it will be the standard Slark build. We're going to speed up the Shadow Blade after trying
Dire's
to kill it.
top tower is being attacked.
EternaLEnVy
What have we
takes out after the stun is used from Tim's there in the jungle bottom. And they're going to continue now. Like we said, they're very prioritized. Priority is objective-based gaming from TNC. They're going to look to push down this bottom tower.
Radiant's bottom tower is being attacked. Dire's middle tower is being attacked.
Looks
Yeah,
like
Raven, struggling.
they should be able to get this. I mean, again.
Yep.
TNC
Radiant's bottom
doing as they do.
tower under fire.
Fnatic doesn't want to take these kind of
Radiant
fights.
have
Sure, yeah, you don't want to
fortified
turn up with the
their
Storm
towers.
Woman's used quite yet.
No, they gotta farm. They gotta get there. At least the Storm needs that
Radiant's
one big
bottom
item before it
tower
can
is
actually
being
get involved
attacked.
into anything. Lots of damage on it.
Yeah, Raven just has to TP out.
Radiant's
It is
bottom
spooky this
tower
Omni
under
Knight at this
fire.
stage. Level 9, running him down.
Radiant's bottom
He wants to
tower
just farm
is
the
demolished.
triangle neutral area
Dire's
after
top
taking
tower
out
is
mid.
under siege.
They do have a ward down. Watching EternaLEnVy. Sam H is in the area. There's a Warlock there.
Got the last Get the drag off, and as you say, they do also have Kick offering Spirit there as well. And Stone Gaze will not save EternaLEnVy.
He never got the mana shield. He was farming with mana shield, not on. So he doesn't have that damage mitigation.
He may lose more here. DJ getting knocked back by the flame break into the boulder smash. He's got the snowball. Well, Kuku there with the Blade Fury. That'll be a second pick for TNC.
Now they're going to turn this into a bottom push. They have level 3 healing ward available too. Going to put it down.
Has fallen. Radiant structures are
Invasion plays
fortified.
really coming out for TNC right now. Ohio gets top tower at least. pieliedie eating a very heavy damage dealing flame break. Almost ticks out to it, but with that mana raindrop plus carapace will survive. Now high. And Abed, they show up to the fight bottom.
With the catch of Sam H, but turn around. The Stardust is there from the Earth Spirit. They pop the GA Fnatic. They're trying their best to fight up against this, but this Magnetize doing a lot of work from Tim's as Fnatic, they're ticking down low. Jump forward from Raven. He's ready to turn up the fight. Envy falling low. The snowball comes out, picking him up, buying some time for Envy to escape. Can this Envy get out of there? Raven's trying to continue to chase Pile on that positive tick charge and the spike carapace. He will survive. They do manage to bring down Kuku. Sam H, though, he does end up finding the kill on Envy, who ticks out inside the base.
Yeah,
from the flame break.
He had high sticky stacks on. I think he had 3 or 4 on Envy and 3 on Abed. Abed almost died as well. He had like 60 HP or so. That flame break doing a heavy amount of damage. And this is what we were talking about. The level 6s, as soon as TNC has them, that's when they can rank up and actually just start pressuring incredibly hard. So now taking a tier 2 bottom. They've already warded one side of the Ancients. The next one, we've already seen them pinging out. They ward up the second one. They don't block it, though. They want to take fights around that, is what we were mentioning. Around that Ancient, whenever the Medusa tries to go for them. So far, TNC looking pretty good this time around. Just like last time, the first 15 minutes, very solid from TNC. Shadowblade is finished up for Raven now, too.
And they want to do something with it.
Yeah, they can keep this aggression going here. They have eyes on Envy at all times here. With that deep ward they placed earlier. They're looking to try to go for him here. Envy. Uh-oh.
This is another big pick. They have the grab, dragging him back into the range of Pi as well. Pi will be able to vendetta himself out of there, but Envy won't be as fortunate. 30 seconds, no Medusa, and Pi nearly getting the courier.
It's like they knew Pi was there,
let's get that.
That stun and silence both catch. They both stun and silence caught on him, even though they did not see him. And now they're turning it into a tower push, the healing ward.
I see 15 minutes in. Classic TNC push, run at your shot style that the panel talks about, and so far so good for them.
It's working very well this game. They've got much better tools to actually close out the game in comparison to last time.
And Abed is not where he was in game 1 on the Storm. It's not going to have a similar effect. Sure, it can still get there, but at this stage, you aren't going to see sort of Abed just run away with the game anytime soon. It's going to take time.
This time they actually have a real initiator. They have the Batrider with who's going to have a Blink Dagger on top of that drums really soon, as well as the Earth Spirit, the great amount of control versus that Storm Spirit. They're doing a very good job of that pressure on. More deep aggressive wards from TNC. One watching the Ancients, another one watching where Ohio is farming on the left side there on that high ground. Raven.
I'll take that.
Spooky with that Shadowblade. Get as much information as possible for his team. So Magnetize is ready, Warlock Ult is ready, and
he gets to this time.
Got the TP out as well. Nicely done. Sam H will go pick up that courier from the side over here too. They will look to get aggressive. Abed jumps forward. He's looking for 1437. Raven's there though. He's gonna get a trade. For sure. And does 1437 live too?
Oh, he does as well. He doesn't even get it.
The Shadow Word plus Magic Wand charges enough.
Oh, that's got to be pretty tilting. You know, that's sort of the play you make where you are feeling frustrated. You want to get that kill. You see it, and it just slips away in front of you and costs you your life.
He lived with, I mean, I think it was like 3 or 4 HP from that last hit, and the Shadow Word ticks him off just enough. Envy now in a lot of trouble bottom. They get the jump. Very dead here.
And this is what the 3rd time in a row that we've seen this Medusa get picked off by Sam H in the crew. Some just fantastic movements from TNC that Fnatic are struggling to deal with. Their highest net worth at the moment is Ohio on the Omni Knight, as Abed and Envy fall behind, and with the way the TNC is just taking over the map, I don't see how they catch up Fnatic.
Me either. The deep aggressive wards by TNC just able to watch pretty much everything that Fnatic is setting up for, and the only way that Fnatic can go for these kind of counter ganks is if that Omni Knight is there, like you're mentioning, but Abed does find himself a regen rune again.
They're looking for 1-4-3-7 maybe. pieliedie has the setup. In comes the zip. They will be able to take one down. Kuku heading up to the high ground. They are going to try and run away, but the Omni Slash comes from Pi. Ooh, gets saved for now by the Snowball, but the chase down's there with the Blade Fury. Highlight Dota fall. They put the silence onto Abed into Omni Slash, into the Boulder Smash. Abed repelled up as well. Keep the retreat. They've already lost 2 on Fnatic. Can they get everyone else out there? Ohaiyo may be left behind. He has GA.
No TP.
Does not have the TP. As they'll lose the Omni Knight as well. Fnatic. They got a support kill, but a very, very high cost.
Absolutely not worth it. Losing 3 heroes there. They're getting desperate is what that tells me. They're just like, we need to try to do something to make space for our Dusa.
Yeah.
Look at this, another smoke by TNC. They are not looking to slow down whatsoever. Every time Lasso's available, they're looking for pickoffs. Do they have reveal? They do have dust on Samh. If this breaks, he's gonna pop it. He doesn't get it. Fine. DJ anyway.
It just turned into a bit of a feed train for Fnatic. It's just kill after kill for TNC as they just run at them, picking them off.
Oh, look at top 2. EnVy just poured it up here.
Oh,
Raven's already set up. Everybody else is collapsing
No,
as well.
again.
Raven's just gonna commit.
Yeah. I mean, he knows that he's fine to do so. Get those stacks building up with the Essence Shift. And EnVy dying a 5th time this game. It is slipping very quickly out of control for Fnatic.
They don't have good ways to catch back up either. The only catch up is those Ancients, and like we said, TNC has so many wards, so much vision around, with the Slark also just running around in the Shadow Blade. I'm not seeing a good way for Fnatic to come back in this one. They can't really group up versus this lineup. They can't go for fights at all. And with Raven, the other beautiful thing is too, is they have the Slark, so anytime they are playing under vision, Raven just picks it out mid.
Ooh, do punish the jug there.
Okay, nice.
He uses the Blade Fury aggressively, and Abed's quick in with the backup of the Tusk.
That's one way back. Try to catch him out when he's playing over aggressive.
And the sentry down, they know the Pi's there. Get off the mark.
Radiant's top tower is under
Combat.
siege.
Raven.
This is a big goal. Okay.
Huge kills.
Suddenly, TNC lose the jug and lose the slug. Oh, this game.
Radiant's
Bloodstone
top
now for
tower
Abed.
is being attacked.
All right. We got a game on our hands then.
And the jump out to mid.
If we're going to see TNC lose heroes just as quickly as Fnatic will, about a couple of minutes to go. All right. What looked to maybe have been set up for smooth sailing for TNC is falling apart as they sort of go back to just out on the lane on their own.
They split up so hard after killing EnVy.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
I don't think Kuku's going to use an aggressive spin like that again by himself.
No, yeah, you
That's
cannot.
probably the biggest one, but the other 2 pickups was pretty clean. Slark just not expecting those rotations to come out and was low on mana.
Dire's top tower is being
Size of-
attacked.
Look at that, just that hard turn, that
can't-
sharp edge.
They can't make those kind of mistakes in this game. That's what we mentioned the last time too. Versus Medusa Storm, any couple of mistakes and the game can just get quickly turned around on you. 1-4-3-7 makes the call. He's like, all right, we're smoking, guys.
All right.
Enough
I mean,
of this.
to be fair, this is the play, because this has been working out for them each and every time. When they do a play like this, aggressively, it's had a very high success rate this game.
They know where EnVy's farming too. Look at them collapsing on him. Fnatic is being very aware of this. All hide into the...
Death
They will be
and
kept
gold
safe
are linked.
with the rest of the team. Samh looking for a bit of just a quick poke in the base, see if anyone was hanging around on the front lines. But Fnatic well aware that something sneaky was going on and not looking to be caught. DJ though, he has been spotted. And I don't think he has a way of playing his way out of this one. They'll catch him in the tree line. They'll get something for their troubles, but it is not the worst loss for Fnatic.
They get a tower out of it.
Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's top
Still
tower
playing around
is
their
under
vision as
siege.
best as possible. Still continue to ward those
Tower is
ancients.
being Radiant's top tower has fallen.
making sure that the Medusa can't just snowball farm out of control from those. And, I mean, Medusa
Dire's
EternaLEnVy
bottom
is
tower under
bottom 5 net
fire.
worth. He is below the Bat Rider. See, they still have all their ultimates at the ready. They still have Lasso. They have everything else. And now Raven has hit a pretty critical mass item here. The Lincoln Sphere on top of the Shadow Blade. Pretty hard for him to be brought down now.
Radiant's top tower is under
Who's
siege.
going a ganking build. Unless he switches his item
Dire's
choices. Has
bottom
Shadow Blade
tower
queued up on
under
the Juggernaut.
fire. Dire's structures are
A little bit interesting.
fortified.
He feels the need to buy a Shadow Blade as well as the slot. But
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
I think he's going to save his gold and make the decision.
Radiant's top
Yeah.
tower
I don't
is
really
being
know
attacked.
if
that's-
Dire's bottom
he did
tower
this
is
game.
fallen.
no.
When they already have so much information going for them on the map. With all these deep wards.
Dire's bottom
Raven
tower
stalking
under
so much with
fire.
that Shadow Blade.
Stupendous!
Radiant's top tower is being attacked. Radiant has lost their top tower.
A huge circle drawn by Sam H across the whole bottom side of the map. I'm pretty sure that's an indicator of
Illusion!
don't farm our side, don't farm jungle. Keep the pressure applied. They don't want to let this game go to late stages versus the Storm Medusa.
Absolutely not.
How's Abed?
It's going to get more worrying for them.
Abed's got the full Orchid. at
Abed
base.
he's making a comeback. He's climbing back up, and he's
top net worth.
yeah.
Let the fun begin!
He had a slow start, but it was a start, and sure he got help behind a little bit, but he didn't get absolutely destroyed. And he's found the means to get back in on this 4-1-2 on the Storm.
And Kuku did switch the item build, thankfully.
I was gonna say Shadow Blade.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan of it either. He was
Yeah,
went
felt
for
a
the
little
refusal.
weird.
That high damage from the agility from and just chase potential. And mana burn versus Usa, very necessary.
And the Storm as well.
Yep.
Always nice. Every little helps if he's overextending. That last little bit of mana you can take away could catch him. Mark.
They've got great vision right now from the side of TNC. They saw Abed farming Ancients, and they did see the rotation coming out from DJ and Envy. They might look to try to
Let
pick
the
a fight
fun
here.
begin!
It's gonna go in and scout. They even bought 1437 bought Raven a gem as well.
Ooh. I'm ready to get total map control.
Yeah.
On this for this slot.
Pi looks like he's just positioned for courier snipes. Look where he is on the map as a Nixus assassin. He's just
I mean, he
he's just sitting
absolutely
near
is.
the enemy base.
Yeah.
It's pretty funny. All of Fnatic are grouped together. They are a bit afraid when Envy
Radiant's
does
middle
push out
tower
to
is
farm those
taking
lanes.
damage.
Ohio.
Radiant's towers are fortified. Do as
The
you
only
please
saving
with
grace.
that information.
Over here now!
Oh, and they hold it here. And how can
Dire's
TNC
top tower
push in?
is under
TNC very good at sort of taking over the map, but when it comes to the high ground push, that's another question here. Fnatic.
They need to take a
Dire's
white
top
team wipe
tower is being
stages, and then they
attacked.
can go for that Kuku. Farming Ancients. Looking for something here. They don't have the same kind of initiation as like a Bat Rider. They do have the Orchid on the Storm though. They really need vision to be able to make the jump. TNC has the high ground advantage.
Oh, this could be painful for Fnatic if TNC get the right grab. Will they see it? Kuku on the front lines. He goes into the blade to scout things off, and they grab the Medusa, dragging Envy off to the sidelines. Can the team and keep him alive? That's the question. Long enough to get the stone gaze up, but no, Envy's lost mana. He's trying to get himself out of this. There's not buying some time for him. The GA's come through, but Envy's down. They've lost one on Fnatic. They're going to lose the Tusk as well. Double kill for Tims. As TNC, they have the high ground, and they massively clean up. Triple kill for Tims. Only Abed getting away. They were just perfectly positioned for that. Kuku going in with the Blade Fury, scouting things out, knew that something was up, and as soon as they have vision on Envy, they grab him. They know that if they can stop that Medusa getting off the Stone Gaze, it's a very easy fight for TNC.
Perfect fight being brought out by them there. Fatal Bonds connecting on pretty much everyone. Tim is magnetized as well. And they're getting themselves a rocks already. That's exactly what they needed to do this game.
Has fallen.
We're going for a second one too. There's no glyph available.
They should have to team up in time to try and hold this, and indeed TNC know. They'll back away. They're more than happy with what they were able to claim from that.
Under attack.
They certainly are.
Now they have a very nice advantage coming out. 8k gold lead. They're going to have to clean up some shrines here. And with this kind of advantage versus Medusa, they can slow the pace down a bit. I think with the deep aggressive ward, they can still look to get those pickoffs, but Envy is so shut down here that even if it does go late game, they will start having those itemizations to take him out. Butterfly soon on Kuku, Raven. Gonna be going for Silverhead. This looks like it's Fnatic really trying to get some kind of big effort.
I mean, will they get away with this? I really don't know. They're inside, outside of the pit. It is going to be scouted out. TNC. I don't know what's going on here.
They have any more smokes on the side of TNC? They don't. But the Basher actually is the chosen item for Raven here.
Okay.
In the lockdown.
He wants to get under the pit. He'll get the D ward. Bounce over the shards that the rest of his team off.
I'm over here.
Fnatic are scared. They don't want to commit to the rush, and whilst TNC is so ready for a fight like that. (19-8). 8k gold lead for TNC. So again, they start to create that bit of a gap between their cores and that of Fnatic. There's some fantastic performances. We can see 4-0-12 on Sam H, 4-1-10 on Tim Spirit.
Yeah.
These two heroes, I mean, you could argue as just a whole, like, two of the heroes, TNC as a team play the best around. These players on them.
Yeah, they just have great ways to start the fight. When you look at that, and Fnatic just doesn't have those type of heroes. They don't have a blink on Nyx Assassin. They don't have a blink on Tusk either. They don't have ways to really initiate. So it's pretty much every single time TNC will start the fight, and
Over here.
that's a dream versus the type of lineup. Waiting for that Warlock ulti to be up, and is back up now. Chaotic offering at the ready. TNC's ready to fight. Butterfly fully finished on Kuku now. He
Dire's
is
middle tower taking
massive
damage.
at the 30-minute mark with 15.
Of course, Invasion will not be there. Sorry, True Strike will not be there for Fnatic for a while.
No, not for ages.
I mean, eventually, Bloodthorn for the Storm, even Bloodthorn for the Medusa in the late game can come out. It's a long way away, and TNC do not have any sort of intentions to let the game get to that point.
No.
The way that they're playing, they have full control still over the game.
They were just trying to get their lanes out in a good position so they can go smoke gang. Their smoke just came back off cooldown. They'll purchase right away and look to try to take an engagement and go into that Roche pit. That'll be the big way for them to actually close this game out.
Perfect location.
Fnatic out again, constantly just hugging up as 5. They know that they can't be picked off, keeping very close to one another. Whereas TNC, they do have the confidence to split up.
Yeah, just a
Spend
little
sort of Tim's elsewhere, get at least a couple of lanes shoved in. Pile down the hunt, but it is hard. He has to be careful with the detection that TNC have.
Set.
He's spotted.
I like this. Yeah, they're going to find him straight away.
And now a 4v5 fight. Fnatic can't take it, so he's looking to really pressure them, but they might just make their way into the Roche pit if they don't find anybody else here.
I mean, Fnatic really don't want to let TNC have this.
High respawns pretty quickly. He's still only level 10, so that quick respawn rate.
And TNC, they are also scared of Fnatic, as it seems.
They're respecting it.
Yeah, they don't want to commit for the Roshan without having some of Fnatic members off the map.
I think that one also, inside the Roche pit, it kind of gives Fnatic a way to really start the fights a bit better. While if it's anywhere else, TNC has the advantage of starting those fights with the blink on the Air Spirit and blink on Bat Rider on top of Warlock.
Crimson Guard finish now for Ohaiyo.
Okay, some damage mitigation.
So he has these sitting melee cores like Raven and Kuku. Tyler. Just done set up. Where's the Storm? There he is. And they do get themselves the Warlock. Raven. To punish that. Oh, that's silent. Instantly onto the Storm. Just going to choose to play around with it. Do they have the lockdown? Yes, they do. Samate slides in has the last though. The Storm. Oh, it saves him. He's trying to dodge the magnetized damage with the zips. And he actually is going to make it. What a save from DJ. He'll definitely pay with his life, but what a save from the tusk there, where it looked like Abed was dead for sure.
One more hit. Looked
Looking for me?
like Raven was kind of deciding if he wanted to go for him there or if he wanted to go for the other target in the back, and then he switched. So maybe that one extra hit from Raven would have had the kill, but beautiful play by DJ. That snowball absolutely saving Abed from losing all those Bloodstone charges. And now Abed almost has a Hex finished up. And Hex versus Slark is one of the best items because you cannot remove it with Dark Hex anymore.
And how close is he?
He's pretty much has it. Yeah, he actually does have it.
He's actually got it full. Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's massive.
TNC though, everyone's up. Their lanes are in a great spot. They've got all their ultimates at the ready. Besides the thing which will be up very soon. They're looking to take down this second rack. That big advantage.
Oh, look at the jump. They get the grab on Envy. Envy just had the three-man boulder smash into the Omni Slash. They're falling low on Fnatic. Nixon has him down. Will back straight away. Envy's out of mana. Chaotic offering will finish off the Medusa. He buys back. Fnatic throwing everything back into this one. Looking to turn things around. Abed on the man. Can Fnatic actually get any kills out of this? TNC falling low. The Stone Gaze comes in. They've got the crit catch onto the Earth Spear. They take down one. Envy trying to chase for more. For the rest of TNC, they're backing out of there. They do lose Sam H on the retreat, but the rest of TNC will be fine. They cannot be caught by this chase from Fnatic.
I'll take that.
Unless the Storm can close the scout somehow, but it doesn't look like Abed's going to be able to. So 2 buybacks coming through from Fnatic there. They do hold the defense.
Much needed buybacks to come out. They get
they have to, yeah.
Yeah, they get a good amount of experience to come back there.
Zip.
But yeah, they really need that for them to come back. But now that means now Envy is falling further far behind. It's pretty much just going to be Abed versus the world for the damage for his team. TNC. They do have to be careful though while the Earthspirit and Batrider are down.
Whoa, what'd I miss? Over here now.
Fnatic, they are looking for it here. Raven will check it out.
Over here. Here I am.
No reveal on this side of Fnatic. Okay, they just got a sentry delivered. Down. Now Earthspirit has respawned. And Batrider buys back. They want to take this.
There it is, Raven leading in with the Shadow Dance jump forward. Prince James gets the 2-man boulder smash. He's got the follow up, the silence on to do it. There's the magnetize, but look at Abed going to work, bringing Raven down low. Raven's gone down for 80 seconds. Fnatic, they surround themselves, the Juggernaut as well. Kuku's gone, Abed, unstoppable, looks towards 1437. He hasn't got enough mana to play around for the kill, but it doesn't matter. Fnatic, they find the 2 big cores. And that Hex is just such a game changer against the Slark in this patch.
Fnatic bringing it back. Sam H not have the TP up to be able to join that fight in time since he tried to TP out of bottom earlier. So his buyback was for not to be able to try to join his team. But yeah, the Hex on Abed, absolutely clutch there.
Blessing.
How do you play around this Hex? If you're the Slark, you just... Yeah.
I think the TNC just needs to always get the jump off.
Because what's Raven going for next on the Slark?
BKB.
Yeah, he has to. He really does have to.
Yep.
We'll see it again here. Abed waits out the Shadow Dance. And as again, some nice play from Tims, but look at that. Instantly in, procking the Lincolns, and then getting the kill.
Bastards.
Very, very, very cleanly done by Abed, and with the 2 cores gone, there's just no hope for TNC in that fight.
Surprised how quickly. BKB is finished now for the Slark.
Has to get it off as soon as that Lincoln's is popped. This fight, how's Envy's farm doing on the Medusas? Still quite far behind.
Yeah, still pretty damn far behind.
Yeah, with those buybacks and such hurting him. And not only the Hex, but the completed Bloodthorn for Abed. He's ready to carry. He really is.
20 Bloodstone charges too. Almost 70 mana regen per second on him.
Is it enough though? Can Abed carry this thing? At least hold it to the point that allows Envy to get back into it and become some sort of terror on this Medusa, which is, it's going to take a lot of holding. He is still a
Whoa, what I miss?
significant amount behind.
Yeah, TNC lost the gem in that last fight too, so now Raven
We will
they have
light
both
up
bought him a new
torch.
ult.
Where's the party? I'm over here. Perfect location.
Their big item pick up on Kuku, Sphere, so that he can block out that Hex/Bloodthorn. Aegis on Fnatic though, they're trying to take advantage of it.
Of course, Ohaiyo still very farm for the position he was in on that one, you know.
First time now in the last pretty much like 25 plus minutes, Fnatic has taken the goal.
Dire's top tower is under
getting a shot.
He scouted though.
Oh, immediate jump, and again the link has popped and he's bursted. The reactions from Abed meaning that there's no time for the BKB to come out on the Slark, and Abed is moving for more. To Tim's, gets the Wicked Stick, and now 1437 as well. No escape from this Storm Spirit. 3 heroes down on TNC. They are crumbling despite having the lead for the majority of this game.
Didn't he had the gem, right? So he saw Pi,
Dire's middle
and he
tower
didn't
is being
actually
attacked.
get the BKB off in time. I think maybe he thought that Pi was just lurking around by himself, but everybody from Fnatic was there, and Fnatic now pushing the high ground.
Feeling shock.
Oh, goodness.
Holy crap.
What a way. I mean, sure, there's been some neat plays around him, but this, again, it's the games where Abed has decided he wants to win them. If they just win them, it seems. He just plays like an absolute
Dire have
madman.
fortified their towers.
And I don't know what TNC can do. This has got to be scary. Sure, they still do have power in them, but the fact that they've lost the lead that they had.
The fact that they can't get the fight, they can't start the
Dire's
fight now
top
for the last
barracks has
10 minutes or so. It's just been Fnatic getting every single jump. It is a huge problem. Abed,
What a pickup it was for the team.
absolutely a monster. 8-1 and 6 on this storm.
Yeah.
Envy has now finished up the Scotty. He's 1-7.
Oh, he's nearly got the
Medusa.
Aghanim Scepter as well on Storm. We're going to see some fun shenanigans. Nearly 25. What's he on 25 again on
Whoa,
Storm?
what I miss?
Stokeman, man.
He gets the jumps, the
Oh, yes. The
500 distance. for him.
Stupendous.
Or he can do it for the
Oh.
Lord Pierces. I mean, that's not too bad either. Both of them are... We usually see the 500 distance auto remnant though.
Yes.
Because it gives you so much like information every
Yeah.
time you jump, as well as just that extra little burst damage. And up 70 mana per second before he gets the Aghanims delivered. It's gonna a little bit more, 77.8. The Game Storm.
Let's see what he does take out of the two. I mean, sure, there's the BKB and a Blade Fury, but as you say, maybe the... Oh, wait, is he going to try and do the thing where he levels it when he zips?
Does still work? They haven't, I don't think maybe they didn't fix it.
I mean, it's one of the things that doesn't need fixing because it's so gimmicky. I mean, he's not spending the point yet. Is he going to go for the show stop in play? As you said, maybe it's not in the game anymore. Of course, we're talking about the thing where you lay down a whole stream of remnants if you skill the laying down an auto remnant in ball lightning whilst you zip in. I would love to see it.
He hasn't skilled it.
He hasn't skilled it. You know what I mean? Maybe he's still just considering which two he prefers, or maybe he is seriously saving it for the big play. Can he get himself to the major in style? I mean, that maximum style points if he does do so. Has he spent it yet? He's still not
He
spent
still
it.
has not. TNC smoked up. They're trying to catch Abed, but quick TP out before the gap onto him. He's holding skill point.
Dire's bottom tower is being attacked.
And see now, 10 minutes ago, they had a 10,000 gold advantage. Now, Fnatic almost have that 10k
Dire's
advantage.
bottom tower under fire.
An absolute ridiculous turnaround.
And Envy is making the recovery. He's now ahead of Raven's slot.
TNC doesn't have this another gem either. They had just purchased that one that they died with last time, so they aren't playing under vision. Raven starts pinging it out now too. He's like, I am not Shadow Dance, guys. And his farm has slowed down incredibly quick. He is now below EternaLEnVy on the net worth, and it's gotten to that point. Now 42 minutes. It's the late game versus Fnatic's lineup.
Because he spent that skill point.
All wands will break.
He did. Oh, okay. He did, and he did go for the extra remnant.
They get the
And then they get the jump in straight away with the Hex. Cuckoo falling low. The GA comes down. Cuckoo's down. Slot Can he do anything in this fight? He can't afford going down. He's put the BKB in the shadow darts. They start to move back. They've got the stone gaze. They jump forward with Raven. The Omni Slash as well from Kuku. Had to buy back for this defense. Just grab the kill onto Omni Knight. Continue to chase Ohaiyo, actually buying back on the Omni Knight.
I think he's like, they've expended everything.
We've got to go back in, and Abed says, yes, please. He zips forward. Won't get the catch.
Abed's a bit low on mana, though. They do have to wait a minute for him to regen up. He does regen up very quickly, though, with those Bloodstone charges.
Roshan's nearly, well, we'll see, I say, if it is going to be a short respawn time. Roshan may be the one to wait for. I mean, with that in mind, was it necessary that Ohaiyo brought back? Do you think maybe they just felt that they were going to go for more than they were up top?
I think they thought TNC was going to chase really, really hard, but they stopped as soon as they saw that buyback. Kuku is spotted by this vision. He used buyback. Raven is...
Zip zap! Dire's middle tower taking damage.
They don't want to play around that right side now.
Dire's
the ward
middle
did
tower is being
finally
attacked.
die from the side of Fnatic. TNC very afraid here.
Dire's middle tower is now but a memory.
Regen rune on Abed. Also an arcane rune inside Storm Spirit's bottle. On top of that. They go for shrines now. This is not the point that TNC wanted to have this game be.
No,
like we were saying over and over again.
They did not foresee this.
They did not want this game to get to the super late game, and it's getting to that point. They really wanted to have this game closed out by now.
The closing in on having Butterfly complete on Medusa. TNC, they came so close to getting this victory, but it's slipping away from them.
Fnatic have the high ground here too.
Oh my god! The 4-man negatives pull from Abed! Drags them all in! Sets up for the Tim's kill. BKB comes out of Raven. He has to pass himself away. They find the last step, but it doesn't matter. Abed ready to continue to go to work. Bringing down Kuku as well. He's down for 100 seconds. Abed making these game-ending plays as it seems. Raven desperately trying to cut the crease, but they've got a wave with them down middle. Fnatic.
Dire's middle tower
The Aghanim's pick up 4 hero vortex.
Oh my god. Abed.
Dire's middle tower.
I mean, I hope they pay this kid a lot to play for them because he absolutely deserves it. Coming over to Fnatic. One of the best trades of the season, I think you could say. Without a doubt. That's this game. I think it may just be over. They're just going for the game. There's no joke by that for a minute. Raven is trying to poke in on this, but he knows he can't, Abed.
I think this is just game over.
Yeah,
They
it
still
looks
have
to be it. He ain't exposed. Raven coming forward, but he cannot survive this. He's down. He'll buy back. The buyback's coming through. Can they really hold this? TNC Abed goes in with the vortex, drags in Savage. EternaLEnVy picking up the kills. He's in the game as well. It looks like this will be GG. Fnatic did it here in this game 3. They made the comeback. They're going for the Ancient, they're going for aim, and they're going to DreamHack Major, ladies and gentlemen. EternaLEnVy made it. pieliedie back to Sweden, and he's bringing some of the best boys from Southeast Asia with them. Fnatic, ladies and gentlemen. They did it. TNC, commiserations to them. It's got to feel bad. They had the lead at a point. It looked like they were doing it. It looked like Fnatic were sort of letting this slip away from them, but then suddenly Abed decides he wants to come over to EU, and he plays like an absolute crazy man.
I'm at like lost of words. TNC split up like once or twice after having their advantage, and Abed just goes absolutely crazy. Gets the hex. That was just absolutely amazing by Abed.
Wow. Well, there it is. That is it from me and Fox.